Hello and welcome to another episode of Glory of Golden State Gaming. I'm Swamp Swimmer, and we've got a list review show for Nashcon Music City GT 2022, Nashville, Tennessee, run by our boy Dave Cicero. Welcome to the list review, Dave. How you doing?
Yo. Good to be here. Welcome to Nashville, everybody. This is exciting for us to finally host a little shindig. It's been 8 years since we were on the map, and we put a lot of time and effort into this, and we're happy that it's finally going down. So
I know, man. I'm so correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first ninth age tournament in like the United States South in 8 years, or at all ever.
But yeah, good call. That was 8th age fantasy. So this is the first one in age. You're right. So this is, as far as we know, the first one in the South, 9th age. So we're trying to grow a little community here. We've got about 10 players. We're trying to build a little bit, but it's been tough. But we're slowly building. We get about one new member maybe every 6 months or so. So
look, Josh just figured out his video. Good for him.
I'm a new member. It only took me about 6 months or so.
Anyway, I'm excited for this. I don't think I've ever been to Nashville, so I'm excited to be there. And man, I'm just excited to go down and play some people I've never met before. I'm stoked about that. Are you including any special rules, any special scenarios, anything we need to know about the tournament going into this list review?
we did throw some wonky stuff in there. Nothing out of the ordinary too much. I know the Midwest guys are familiar with Fate dice, so we've got a Music City Miracle on the third game, which is just one Fate dice, not three. And the opponent gets to pick one of your units, and it's going to be worth 100 extra victory points. That's just game 3, though. Let me see here. Game 4, we have a wonky option that includes like a little bit of a demon, like a metal demon figure that we're going to hand out to everybody. And they're going to randomly move 3d6 inches at the beginning of the game. We have some rules as to where you can place them. And they're going to kind of spice it up a little bit and add a little, I think it's +1 advance, +2 march, and maybe +1 agility for like an 8-inch bubble or something as the little demon rages out.
Okay.
Music City like that. And then I think we have on game 5, we added a little bit of a hero incentive to snipe out some heroes, because it's a frontline clash with capture the flag that can get a little cagey at times. So we want to incentivize combat, and we're going to have 300 extra victory points if you can kill at least 3 enemy characters. So that's kind of our take. We didn't want to go too goofy on it. We have some new guys in the mix. And let's face it, I'm not going to know what the hell I'm doing, so I don't want to further complicate matters. So.
Hey, good enough, man. I'm excited for that. We have only a few people who are on video, but we've got a gaggle of people with voice. So everyone, just say hi back there.
Hey.
All right,
we're the peanut gallery.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm not introducing all of you. We're just going to get right into the lists. So this is obviously the list review show. So we're going to do first round matchups also. I've got New Recruit up here. If you're following along at home, all the matchups are up on New Recruit. So jump into New Recruit and follow along if you want to. But let's see here. Tournament overview. Round 1, match 1. We have Iggy Koopa versus Jeffrey Cicero. Jeff, you're on the call, right?
Yeah, so excited to play the Empire here.
No. You just blew the lead. Okay, here we go. Let's look at Iggy's list. Who is Iggy Koopa? The New Recruit name sounds so familiar. If you're in the chat, someone tell me who Iggy Koopa is.
That's Ro. Shyhammer, isn't it?
No, that's not Shy.
That's Ro.
Oh,
It's not Ro. Nashville.
It's Ro.
Oh.
Oh boy, you're
That's right.
Ro. Good luck. Good luck. Oh yeah, he's got an Empire Sonstal. He's got a Marshal on a Dragon, Lucky Charm, Imperial Prince. So he's gonna slap some characters around. Marshall on a Pegasus BSB, Talisman of Shielding, Potion of Strength, Wizard Master on Cosmology on an Engine. He's got a Prelate with Destiny's Call and Death Warrant, 10 Electoral Cav with Lances, 5 Electoral Cav with Lances, 39 Heavy Infantry with Spears, 15 handguns, 39 Imperial Guard with Great Weapons, 2x5 Readers, a cannon, and a volley gun. This is a pretty standard Empire list, right?
Yeah, it looks well rounded. I see, you know, you got your heavy cav with like the 1-up saves. You got your big blocks of infantry. You got the synergy with the parent units and support units.
Yeah.
Of course, there's artillery. So they got the faith, they got the steel, they got the powder.
And the dragon, it looks like.
I know the dragon's a unique choice for Empire, a unique choice for sure.
Yeah, no, I appreciate how a dragon's going to spice up this army.
He's basically got the 2 huge blocks, the dragon, a medium-sized cavalry unit, and the rest is kind of just junk running around. And he's got a cannon and volley gun. It's a pretty good list. I think this is going to do well. But from now on, we have to start counting the cannons in the list. How many cannons are out there in the field?
Yeah. What's the Banner of Unity? Not remember it off the top of my head.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Someone's got to have the book open right now.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, let's look at Jeff's list. Dread Elves. So you can go ahead and go through your list if you want, Jeff.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm watching you on the YouTube channel there. I think there's a few second delay.
Yeah.
But I've got the Selexian Officer, the second character listed there as my general. He's on foot, rocking Kraken's hide, shield. He's got heavy armor. He's got the spear with the Dark Elf enchantment, Mastery of Slaughter, which gives him like battle focus and a couple of other fun things. I have to look it up exactly. Two wounds each, I remember, so he can be pretty good against characters and other like high wound models. The Moithir's Mirror is like the 5-up ward save for Dark Elf, so it also can redirect attacks or directs attacks if you target him. So it's got a Dark Elf theory of we're glass cannons, but our best deterrent is just more offense. Got a BSB in the Temple Exarch there at the top with a great weapon. She's a wizard apprentice with divination. She's got the magical heirloom, so in addition to the number 1 spell for Div, she'll also have the Dark Elf heredity spell. And then with her great weapon, in the most recent like rulebook change, they expanded her weapon selection, so now she can bring great weapon, and with that they also changed the enchantment Crippling Frost. So if she gets in a unit, she'll lower their defense by 2. And then a Silent Assassin just to round out the characters.
Dude, yeah, Silent Assassins are good. You can't discount the Silent Assassin when you're going into a unit because they can just pop up anywhere.
The last 3 games I've been playing to practice, I've just handed my opponent 180 points because I keep forgetting to deploy this guy at some point. So my personal objective is just to get the assassin on the pitch at some point.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, right? There's like always a better opportunity and then the game ends. So other than that, you can kind of see pretty self-explanatory list. 29 Temple Militants, so I got a big block of shreddy witch elves, basically. They're rending banner just to give them like 1 AP. I've got a medium-sized block of spears with a banner of speed, try to get them in combat a little faster. And then for like a little bit of support, we've got 15 Selexian auxiliaries, which are the Dark Elf or Dread Elf crossbows. My MVPs are usually those 3 Gorgons with the halberd.
The Gorgons are always probably the best choice in the Dread Elf list. Look, I think they're just so good.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how they do in a tourney setting. Certainly within our Nashville house meta, they perform impressively.
Yeah. And the Sneaky Blades of Dareg multiple times in this list are good too, that we often forget in the house meta. Certainly when I bring a dragon or anything like that, it's easy to forget. So there's that.
Right, and the Blades of Dara come standard on the Temple Militants and the Warlock Acolytes.
Yes,
so
sir.
I've got 2 units that I can buff with spells, and then their weapons give them a further like strength buff, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
It's a good list.
16 Judicators, again, they're my killie. It's almost a mirror of the Empire list in a way. These are my great weapon infantry. Iggy's got a block of spears. I've got a block of spears. He's got a block of great weapons. I got a smaller block of great weapons. The Warlock Acolytes with a champion makes them like a wizard. Was it Conclave?
The Wizard Conclave, yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually my main mage is the champ there at a because he's a wizard adept.
Oh, you're
So-
right. Is that your only caster? Oh, the Temple Exarch has divination. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, but the Exarch's an apprentice, so no channel. My one channel is coming from the Acolyte in the Wizard Conclave.
You got 3 spells, which is pretty light, but it's not crazy light, so I think you'll be all right.
Yeah. So far, it's been enough. My opponent's not gonna be guessing what spells I'm gonna try to cast, but they're still gonna have a number of spells to have to dispel. So there'll be meaningful choices in the Magic phase.
Then the question is, did Iggy bring a binding scroll? And I don't think he did, which will help you out.
Right. Yeah. Anti-magic lists will shut down my paltry magic very quickly. But you're right. There is no binding scroll there, so we're good on that front. And then just rounding out the list, I've got a couple of like small units, a unit of 3 Thunder Pack, just to give some light troops with high resilience in there. I've got 1 Repeater Battery, give a little ranged attacks, 5 Shadow Riders, which with Repeater Crossbows, threw a champ in there as well in Standard Bearer, just in case they get in combat with other chaff, maybe they can win a small engagement. Otherwise, they're just meant to harry and just tie up enemies.
They're
Black
Dread Elves. Dread Elves always win in combat, right? I thought that's how the game plays.
Man, tell my opponents that. They haven't heard that yet. Then we got 5 Black Cloaks. Those are my scouts, so those get deployed. Usually using the scout special rule, and then similar to the Shadow Riders, they're just serving to annoy, surprise, get in the way of enemy troops.
Gotcha.
And then the Kraken, which
Good old
I just
Kraken.
I'm a big fan of either the Kraken or the Hydra. Went back and forth. Finally decided, let's go with the Kraken. I'm cursed with the Kraken. It dies to everything, but we'll see if it pulls out this turn.
That Kraken is with the dragon, but I'm sure he knows that and will avoid it. So,
Yeah,
but
Yeah, he has-
Kraken's. It's a great target for enemy cannons. I've learned they love shooting at it, but it comes with the territory.
Well, what do you think?
Ro, you're sideways, Ro. Turn your camera.
I don't know why the hell that is. That's fucking ridiculous, man.
Don't get me started.
How you feel about the matchup, Jeff? You feeling a dub on the breakthrough frontline clash?
Oh man, I feel like this is just one of those games. You didn't mention, but our first game has a kind of a special rule with the deployment as well, which is certainly going to spice things up.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. It's been such a pain in the ass to set up. How could I possibly forget? But no, it's I'm gonna have these huge dividers in between you and your opponent for game 1. So yeah, you go in there. Deployment, instead of taking 15 to 30 minutes, will only take 5 minutes basically. And so we found that it's a lot of fun, and it like puts a little bit of a goofy element into the mix, and and also speeds it up. So we're looking forward to this.
Blind deployment's always fun. It always puts an extra wrinkle in that deployment.
Yeah.
I really, Jeff, I want to vote for you. But Ro, I think you got the better list in the matchup.
But yeah, no,
The cannon could definitely be the difference maker early, but who knows? He could roll.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
not really sure what y'all have discussed so far, but I mean, doesn't matter because I'll do the same shit every turn. I'm just charging in and hoping the dice work. That's really kind of all I'm doing. So.
Ro, is this your list? The Empire Sonstal? Is this your list? Is this one we're talking
That's
about?
me, man.
Okay, yeah. Just you're gonna charge in with all this shooting? You're killing me. You are killing me.
Well, not all, the shooting, no. But I mean, they're going to sit back. But I mean, the general, he's a highborn elf, poor man's general. I mean, poor man's dragon. Come on, man. The model looks really cool, but I mean, he's a bitch, man. I mean, you hope that the dragon does something. The auto wounds are for real, but I mean, I like the model, like the list. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
I highly approve of the all
That's how I'm feeling too.
All right, the peanut gallery. Who's gonna win this game?
I'm gonna give it to all charge.
I'm gonna give it to Ro.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna give it to
Sorry,
Ro.
Jack.
We're giving it to Ro.
I give it to Ro purely based on the skill of the two generals here. Not
Oh, there it is.
Gotta give it to Ro.
Got just enough shooting to give you enough problems as you cross the map. But then again, who the hell knows? Hidden deployment could be your best friend in this one. I wouldn't be shocked.
Also, hey, Dave, it depends on how Friday night goes, too. I mean, I could come in there and, we'll see. We'll see, man. Yeah.
Shout out to the chat real quick. Jeremy Gottschalk's in there. He's giving me a high five in the chat. And CJ pointed out that the Banner of Unity is the one that pumps out the extra order. Is that right? Yeah.
That's right. It does. Yep.
All right.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
And then I got the Banner of Unity. He drops the extra. That unit can issue an order whenever they receive one. Also.
Yeah. All right. Matchup 2.
They've been asking me to drop, but I can't seem to make it to the gym, so it didn't work out.
Oh God. Okay, who's Judson R. Smith? Do we know who that is?
Wait, hey, Kenyon, am I top table?
Yeah,
Coming in?
table one.
Only time I'm gonna be on top table. All right.
Hey, that's what I said too, man.
Yeah,
No
all right.
matter what, we can say we played at A1.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Wait,
Go ahead, Kenyon. Sorry.
who's Judson R. Smith? Anyone know who that is?
These are not.
Oh, wow. Fergus is saying he's a WCW guy. Okay. Another Dread Elf list? You're killing me. Dread Elves.
Ashley Judson?
What was that?
Ashley Judson?
No. Okay, we got a Warlock Outcast Master on Cosmology. We got a Dread Prince General with the Halberd, the Pride of Gardakos, and a Mask of the Warcrow. Selection Officer BSB with the Seal of the Republic and a Mastery of Solder on a Spear. 30 Selection Spears, 19 Auxiliary, 2x5 Shadow Riders, 17 Obsidian Guard, 6 Dread Knights, 14 Judicators with Banner Relentless Company, 2 repeater batteries, a Raptor Chariot, and a Hunting Chariot, and 10 Black Cooks. This seems like a pretty good list. There's a sneaky amount of shooting in this list.
Yeah, can I change my list? I like this guy's list way better.
What's the black folks? What do those guys do?
Those are the skirmish guys that run around and do
Okay.
double shot
And kill
poison
stuff.
AP one shots. The ridiculous.
Yeah.
Judson went where I was too afraid to go, which is he brought 6 Dread Knights, which I think could be incredibly effective, but I just get so squeamish in 9th Age since their resilience got lowered to 3.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I just but I'm impressed that he brought him. The Obsidian Guard and Judicators, bringing both is I'm blanching because those are 2 elite killer units.
He's definitely going the small units that hit hard. So
Yeah.
Anything that's going to kill those Dread Knights isn't going to worry about their toughness. It's the armor. So
Yeah.
the Dread Knights being toughness, whatever, they're still... That armor save is what's going to come into play. So I kind of feel like they're still the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
I just feel like Spears is the big decider there, right? Spears against T4 is a big difference than Spears against T3 or Resilience 3.
Make them charge you. Anytime you make Spears charge, you are officially winning.
Right, yeah.
Whoa, how about that close up, Nyk? Man, look at that. Wow.
And we got a kid.
Cat fight, cat fight.
The Shadow Riders though aren't. I think it would be listed if you brought the Rapier handbows with those.
That's what I was about to say. It doesn't look like a Shadow Rider too.
So the Shadow Riders here are just like chaff. It looks like.
Are the Black Cloaks? Are those guys scouts also? I don't know much about Dread.
Yes, yeah, they're scouts, skirmish.
So they're behind enemy lines.
Potentially, yeah. You know.
Yeah, and who's he going up against?
Oh, we haven't really revealed that yet. Alex Romano.
Okay.
I don't know who Alex Romano is. Anyone know? Anyone? Well, let's see what he's got.
Hey, you don't know any of these guys? Nobody that signed up, man?
Yeah, so far we got been making a lot of new friends.
Oh, KOE. Okay.
Alex KOE. We got an Equitanian Lord General on a Destrier. Shield Lance, Divine Judgment, Basalt Infusion, Obsidian Rock, Sainted Justice. God, that's a lot of stuff I don't know the rules to. He's got
everything and it kills anything.
he's got a double Lord here. The other one's on a Destrier also, Fortress of Faith, BSB with the Uther's Metal Lance and Faith. I'm assuming both these guys just hit freaking hard. Damsel, Master on Divination, a Folk Hero with a long bow, 3 shots, and Quinn. I think Quinn is he becomes a caster, I think. 10 Feudal Knights. 10 Feudal Knights, 49 Lowborn Levies with Spear and Shield, 15 Lowborn Archers, 8 Knights of the Quest, 5 Knights Penitent, 3 Sky Heralds, a Sacred Reliquary, a Trebuchet, and 5 Yeoman Outriders.
Wow.
Ro, tell me what all this does.
I mean, that's what I was just saying. I wish Rob were here because I don't know what it does. We may look alike, but I don't know what the stuff does. But I mean, regardless of all that, double lords is never an easy thing to go against. I mean, you know that there's some stuff packing in there. Knights of the Quest. I just got to assume anything on horseback is going to be a one-up whenever saved.
Now the Knights of the Quest are the badass guys who like you choose enemy units that they have like 2 enemy units that they're like extra good against.
No, okay. One type of enemy unit, like one.
Oh, you choose a type. Yeah.
Man, the only thing I'm not really sure on, well, there's a lot of it, but what does the reliquary do? What does that one do in this edition?
It gives a buff to the unit that it's deployed, and it has to be deployed in a standard height infantry, so it's likely going in there with the big block of lowborn levies with the spear and shield. It'll give them another instance of fight and extra rank. Their discipline test will be minimized, and they could be subject to if they get targeted with a Horizon, basically the Horizon token gets re-added to the token pool, so it doesn't use up an Horizon token.
Yeah, it makes it free. So you get to put an Orson Horizon on them for free, and then they put one back in the pile.
Right. Yeah.
So if you go into them and you kill that thing first, you think you're just going to pop the unit, and you're like, oh, it's still steadfast for 4 more turns. That's nice.
Yeah.
And that reliquary is going in the lowborn levies, right? The 49 lowborn levies with spear and shield.
Yeah, that looks. I mean, it's either that or the archers.
Thank you.
So I'm guessing with the levies.
All right. He's got some knight units. He's got a big block that's going to hold the center, and he's got 2 lords that are just going to like fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Destrier, is that the horse or?
Yeah. It's a new name for the horse. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like the bigger horse option they have.
Yeah, it's the better one. Yeah.
It doesn't work in a sentence, though. I took my girlfriend Destrier riding. Like doesn't.
All right, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this game? Can the Dread Elves get through the KOE armor? That's the question.
That is the question. You're right. I'm going to go ahead and put mine first. Man, don't know much. Honestly, I don't know much about either of these, but I do know mounted anything has got a lot of armor, like you said, Kenny. I just got to go with KOE on this one, man. I don't know if they can get through it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a bad matchup for the Dread Elves, but if they can concentrate that exorbitant amount of shooting on one unit at a time, everybody rolls ones. Like, you know, after 45 hits, you're going to roll some ones on the saves.
Sure.
So that's kind of, can you drop the Knights of the Quest down enough that just the characters are vulnerable? Can you, pick off the chaff to the point where you get to chaff them and you get the side charges you want? Like, it's really going to come down to how effective the shooting is in the first turn or two, and how concentrated it can be. And with the blind deployment, that's very tricky. So I got to go. I'm going KOE just because he can kill half that stuff and it's still going to wreck base. But again, if KOE doesn't make the spears charge him, in my mind,
I'm going KOE also. I think he's got enough to get there, to get through his shooting, and then just the one thing he's got to worry about is the 17 Obsidian Guard and the 14 Judicators. He's just got to worry about them. That's all he's got to worry about.
Well, and I would also give credit, I think a strength of this list is going to be those 2 units of 5 Shadow Riders.
Yeah.
Those are going to be excellent chaff to redirect those, to protect his elite infantry from the flank charge of knights, and also with that with the blind deployment, the Shadow Riders can vanguard, which I think is going to give him a little more flexibility. Like, there's a little more forgiveness with the deployment of the Shadow Riders to get them in position by turn 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Those guys fast cap, the Shadow Riders?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, they're light troops.
Yeah, or light troops, yeah. Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll buy that. I like the Dread Elves in this because of hidden deployment as well. I like that take.
You going Dread Elves on this one, Dave?
Going Dread Elves, yep. I think I always get my head, so I'm going with them. And
I'm gonna have to agree with Dave as well on this one. I'd love to see the elves hit and do some wounds. Great.
Nick, mute one of the two. There's 2 microphones in your room.
Yeah, we can hear both of y'all.
sorry about that.
There you go. We're good now. Okay. We got to move on to number 3. So I think the overall vote was for the KOE though, right?
I think so. Yeah. Just
right.
maybe one. Yeah.
Round 3. We got Jeremy. I'm assuming this is Jeremy Gottschalk. I'm assuming. Versus.
this part where I'm supposed to tell a joke.
And Mishima. I don't know who Mishima is though. Mishima 56.
That is Devon Meadows.
Oh, okay, cool. I know both these players. All right. Jeremy, he's in the chat. I know he's in the chat. Warriors of the Dark Gods. He's got the Exalted Herald General, pretty solid. Chosen Lord on a Chimera, Trophy Rack Shield, Death Cheater, Paired Weapon with Touch of Greatness, Lust, Idol of Spite. That's a beat stick right there. Sorcerer on a War Dais, Adept on Evocation, 20 Warriors with Lust and Zealot's Banner so they can flee. 15 Barb just on foot with shields, 4 Chosen Knights with Lust, Flaming Banner, Feldrake Elder, always good, 2 Chimeras with wings, and 5 Warhounds. That's 3 Chimeras in this list.
So good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
3 Chimeras and an Exalted Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Man.
Clip wings, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot clip that many wings in a game.
Please be quiet.
Man, that's just like every Warriors list. It's just a beat stick list. It's like he's gonna just
Yeah.
he's gonna.
This guy's gonna shred.
That's a brutal list, man. Yeah.
Clearly, the barbarians are finesse scoring.
Yeah, the barbs are just there to score and be a sorcerer caddy. They're just gonna go in with the sorcerer and just chill. And the 2 Chimeras with wings are gonna run around and just threaten small stuff and then be chaff when he needs it. Yeah.
They fight spear chaff really, really well, They don't fight all that well. They can chap when they need to, but they're always where you don't want them to be. Like they'll more than go War Machine Hunt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Chimera go what? Are they 16? 16 or 18?
I think
they're 16 when they fly, and
when they fly, yeah. And then 20 they don't fly.
yeah.
But when they're given wings, their march rate is set to 16.
okay.
Okay.
So they'll
That's
be 16
moving.
for the game. Yeah, their march rate's set to 16, and they gain fly 8/16. But
So
if they don't bring
5 attacks.
three effective models moving around that quickly. Yeah, that's
yeah, three flyers, 16 inches, light troops, so they're turning every which way, all that good stuff.
All right.
All
Let's see
right.
what,
Towering presence.
let's
You
see what
said
Devin's
Devon.
bringing.
So what is he bringing? Is he doing Sylvan Elves this one?
He's got the Sylvan Elves.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
got a Tree Father Ancient Master on Druidism, an Avatar of Nature,
Nice.
which is always fun. A Thicket Shepherd BSB, 14 Archers, 12 Dryads, 3 times 5 Heath Riders, 5 Thicket Beasts, 10 Forest Rangers with the Vanguard, 9 Pathfinders, 8 Pathfinders, 8 Scouts, or Sylvan Sentinels. It's a shooty list. This is a shooty
It
list.
definitely is.
This is a shooty list with 2 beatstick, or 1 beatstick character, and then a huge anvil. Those Thicket Shepherd, the Thicket Shepherd with the Thicket Beast are going to be an anvil.
What does the Heath Hunters do?
Those are the those are the non-upgraded. Are those the fast cab ones? Or are you just using them as scoring?
Yeah, those are the core cavalry.
He's just using those as scoring. With even though they're not fast cat, they're not light troops. They're fast enough to like act like light troops. You know what I mean? And then be scoring units.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah,
Is it good for the what's the scenario of getting your opponent's deployment zone? That's what those guys are good for, right there.
Yeah, they'll just run in the deployment zone. Yeah.
Yep.
The Forest Rangers, are they the ones that get to like pick the different arrows, or?
No, those are the great weapon guys. They have great weapons. They're elves with great weapons, and then he gave them the Vanguard upgrade and +1 advance and Banner of Speed, so their movement like 7, I think.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, they're moving fast.
They like to move it.
Damn it, Josh.
You can't even.
I think
That's a good one, Josh. That's good.
I think Jeremy's got his work cut out for him. I think this is a legitimate threat to Jeremy's list.
I have a bold prediction. You ready?
Okay.
Jeremy's got this by turn 3, and I'm buying shots for anybody that I'm wrong.
Oh, Jeremy, do you hear that? Ooh.
He's got it by turn 3.
I think it's going to take more than turn 3, but I think Chaos is going to take it down.
I'm going.
If he can stop that Dryad or the Thicket Beast unit, hit it with something heavy that that'll do work on 40 mil bases. The fact that he can flee with his warriors and has so much chaff, and yet still has so many things that kill so many things, I'd be concerned. It's like, oh, you're never gonna get me. I'm Sylvan Elves. I'm everywhere. I'm like, well, so's this list.
Yeah, but he's shooting. You don't understand how strong the Pathfinders and the Sylvan Sentinels are as shooting. As long as he protects them from his magic missiles, which does he? I don't even know if he has magic missiles.
Oh, my sound sucks so bad.
You're cutting in and out on him, but he gets that Chosen Lord and the Feldrak Elder together with anything else into those Thicket Beasts in the same charge, and it's
whatever.
I'm going round 3. Devin, I love you. Sorry, man. This is gonna be a we're gonna be taking shots, but middle of the game, middle of the first round, because we're both gonna be out. So me and you taking shots, man. Yeah.
Whatever, man. I've got faith in Devin. Devin, you can do it. You're gonna win. Go, Devin.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
All right.
Or the Simpsons take out the Elder turn 2, whatever.
Well, I was thinking they are a good answer potentially against the Chimeras though with those poison attacks.
Yeah,
They should get lucky 6s.
Well, if they get within half range, they're shooting at strength 4, so it's 5s to wound.
Oh yeah, good point.
Chimera.
So hey, hold on, really quickly. Sorry, is the other sister bro on here? Is that who that is, Dave?
Yeah. The voice without a face. That's my brother.
Yeah. And who? What's your name? Sorry, man.
Hey, it's Jeff.
Jeff. All right, we're playing round 1, right?
That's right, brother.
All right, looking forward to it. All right, I got Devon on this, or I'm sorry, I got Jeremy on this one. Kenyon, you got Devon. All right,
Yeah.
let's move around. Let's move around the list here, because this can go all night long, man. Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. This is match 4. We got Orion and Jared 9.
It's John.
Yeah, these are 2 Nashville guys right here.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the Nash villains.
Love to see the Nashville guys coming out and play. We got Sylvan Elms. We got Tree Father, Ancient General on Druidism, Master on Druidism, Forest Priest on a Great Elk that hits like a Mack truck. Another Chieftain on a Great Elk hits still pretty hard, but he's got Destiny's Call. And then we've got 4 times 10 Sylvan Archers, 10 Dryads, a Tree Father, 5 Wild Huntsmen, 5 Wild Huntsmen, 5 Wild Huntsmen, and 6 Sylvan Sentinels. Now this is the charge list. Just charge.
Mm-hmm. He loves. He plays.
Really does.
He's been playing this list for years, and he's gotten good with it. I'm not gonna lie. He'll catch somebody off guard with all the shooting and avoidance. With his first matchup, he's playing against a newer player, so we're thinking he's looking pretty good in this one. But against anybody else who can match that shooting, he's probably in trouble.
Yeah, he's got a decent amount of shooting, but he got those Wild Huntsmen. As long as he's not facing a lot of shooting against him, this list will do well no matter what.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves rolling dice with them. He'll always roll.
Sounds like he's beatboxing over here.
He'll always roll 6s on them too. It's crazy with the Aegis save and the battle focus. So anyone who plays OZ, man, watch out because he knows what he's doing.
So OZ's the ringer from the National Crew. Is that the?
Well, he doesn't play that often, to be perfectly honest. But he's a lot of fun to play with. He doesn't take it too seriously. It's a brutal list to play against. I'm not gonna lie. I usually play High Elf, so I give him a run for his money. But when I play Orcs and Goblins or Skaven or any of the other lists that I have, like he just kicks the shit out of me. So it just depends on how ready the opponent is to fight this ultra glass cannon list.
All right, and he's playing John or Jared. What was this guy's name?
Yeah, that's John.
And John is running some Empire. Master on Divination, a Prelate with Locket, Marshal BSB with Great Tactician, Knight Commander General. Oh, you don't normally see a Knight Commander with the Cavalry pick Titanic Might. I love that combo. Winter's Cloak, Karkadon's Courser. 13 Electoral Cav, 12 Electoral Cav, both with lances, 6 Knights of the Sun Griffin, love it, a Mortar, a Steam Tank, and 2 Imperial Giants with the Big Fan Asuna. Great option. These are the Big Fan Asuna are really fun.
Yes, big fan tuna.
Yeah, it's a great list.
Yeah, they're fun unless you're fighting them with a big block of infantry and they do 13 attacks and Thunderstomp with maximized. I tell you.
There's no dragon in that list. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Why do they like tuna so much?
They have a theme to list too. A lot of Suna in there.
A lot of Suna.
I'm sorry, 2 Suna?
Basically, half this list is going to be contained in those 2 night buses, and the other half of this list doesn't give a fuck if you charge it or it charges you or whatever. Like, if you attack first, the giants don't care. You're just giving them more attacks before they go down.
So the Knight Commander Okay, he's on a horse. All right, so the Knights of the Sun Griffin are on their own. They don't have a character in there.
That's
correct?
true. Yeah. So that unit's kind of off.
Yeah,
standalone. Yeah, standalone unit there.
Oh, soccer standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, they're strength 6 on the charge. They have halberds. Okay, so strength 5. All right.
Yeah.
This is like almost a mirror matchup. There's both of these armies want to charge. That's, oh my god.
Oh man, I'm gonna wait till you call on me on this one, Kenyon.
I think it's the Sylvans got this. The Sylvans got this because they're charging farther. They got larger charge ranges, and they hit harder on the charge, but they are a lot weaker on the hit back. But when they go in, and if OZ makes his charges, I think these Sylvans got it.
Yeah, I think the same thing in this one, especially because the breakthrough scenario and John is a newer player. I don't know how much he's played around here. He's about to move to Nashville. He doesn't actually live in Nashville yet, so right now he's getting most of his games in on Warhol. So I just feel like OZ's the more experienced general, but again, who the hell knows? We got blind deployment and a lot of mimosas by now, so it's any minute.
Blind deployment and mimosas, the name of my next podcast.
Nice.
Ro, what's your prediction here?
If the Imperial Giants are the old school metal ones with the ponytails, then I'm gonna give it to them. But I don't think they're them. I think they're the new school ones. I got to go with the Sylvan Elves on this one. I just got to.
All right. Josh, what do you got?
Kind of liking Sonistal over here. I mean, I know there's going to be some good combats, some grimacing, some Nashvilling in the teeth, but I mean...
Wow, oh my god. Wait, Josh, what did you choose?
I'm going against the grain, because that's my way. I'm all about KO or Empire on this one.
Okay. Peanut Gallery, who you got?
I mean, I'm thinking the Sylvan Elves only because they don't have their army strength doesn't reside in big blocks of infantry, and I think that's what the Empire list is really going to give armies with big blocks, like a couple of the lists we've seen earlier that have just a couple big blocks of troops. I think the Empire is going to be good about getting some key units into those flanks, but the Sylvan Elf list is not. It's not an ideal matchup for this one, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Kenyon, hang on 1 second.
Team tanked.
Kenyon,
Yeah,
back. Sylvan Elves or Empire? Pick one. She said Elves. There you go.
the smart
I
lady.
feel validated.
Woo, it's
There
a
you
smart
go.
lady. How in the hell is she with you? How is she this smart with you?
I'll be right back. Gotta get us do some milk. Okay. Be right back.
We're going on to the next matchup.
That was a weird looking dog.
All right, we got Joel Flint. So I know who Joel is. What about Roman Yoshi? Who's that?
That's a Nashville guy. That's John's brother, Chris. Chris went to what was it, Wicked, or was it the other one? Wichita. I can't remember which one, but this is actually a rematch. This match they met in whatever tournament I'm thinking of that the Bogs hosted. They were the first game in that one too. Both Empire lists. And so here we go again, randomly matched up. This will be exciting. There was a little bit of salt in that, if I remember correctly. There was I don't know if it took them a while to deploy or what happened, but I don't think they finished that one. But it was for what I was right next to them, and I only got to turn 3, game 1, 2. So I'm not exactly sure what was going on.
You got to do better than turn 3, at least turn 4, probably turn 5 at least.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we got here. Joel Flint's a great player. He plays a lot, and he's really good with his Empire. He's got a Master on Divination with double Binding Scroll, Wizard on an Engine, Adept in Cosmology. He's got the Prelate General with Cleansing Light and the Locket. He's got a Marshal BSB with a bunch of stuff, a great Tactician. 2 times 20 light infantry, 1 with crossbow, 1 with handguns. 21 heavy infantry, just hand weapon shield. 3 times 10 state militia. 25 Imperial Guard with hand weapon shield and Banner of Unity. 2 times 9 Imperial Rangers, a steam tank, and 3 times 15 flagellants. That's an interesting combo there. Those flagellants
Joel, fucking blocking.
I think this
I
is
must play Joel. He knows how to use this list. It's not
it's
nothing
hard.
pretty.
Yeah. This is hard to get through those flagellants while he's shooting you is such a pain in the butt.
And when you do, it's, steam tank to the face. P.S. There's cat. Cool. Thanks. I got all the way through the line. I'm into the big guy. Oh, he took all my stats. It's just not.
Yeah. And he's running divination cosmology, so he can re-roll this to hit with his shots, and then give +1 to hit with his shots. It's a great combo.
I will say the binding scrolls are only of value if you remember that you have them.
Yes. Amen. This list reminds me a lot of John's list that we saw earlier, except instead of the 2 giants, there's 45 flagellants, but they function similarly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is a good list. And that his general, that prelate with this Locket of Suna and a great weapon with cleansing light is so hard to take care of. Oof.
Yeah. I really like how the 2 infantry blocks are hand weapon shield. I really feel like there's an intentional anvil, and as I think maybe Josh pointed out, this list will tie you up and then blow you up while you're scrapping and trying to get your other units in position. I can see some units getting tied up and the others getting shot to shit, and then finding your army in disarray.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, this is already one of my picks for the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah. No, this looks impressive.
Let's check out Roman, who's also on Empire. Master on Divination, Apprentice on Alchemy with a Binding Scroll and a Crystal Ball, Prelate on a horse with paired weapon. I'm sorry, hand weapon, Hero's Heart, but he has paired weapons also. He messed that up. That's got to be a typo. Because he can't use his Hero's Heart he's paying for. So the paired weapons is a mistake. Locket of Suna, Binding Scroll. He's
he tries really hard.
If he prays really hard to Suna, it'll work. Knight Commander General with the Cavalry Pick Titanic Might combo. Let's see, a BSB Marshal with Household Standard and Stalker Standard and Lance. 12 Electoral Cav with Knightly Orders. 9 Electoral Cav with Knightly Orders. 5 Electoral Cav with Lance's Shields. 8 Riders with repeater guns. 5 Readers with pistols. 2 mortars. A steam tank and a giant with a big fan of Suna.
Suna is pretty popular these days. I like the double mortar. I mean, I don't think it's going to do enough damage to the flagellants because they're, they don't care. But I'm not sure about the Titanic Might. I mean, it didn't work out that well for the last Titanic. So,
oh boy. I think that the double mortar is a weird choice, but against Joel, it's a good choice, right?
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think. Wow, this is gonna come down to dice rolling in the shooting phase for the first 2 turns. And then
I love the mirror map. 2 enter, 1 leave. 2 enter, 1 leave.
So yeah, I don't know. And then they're gonna run into each other and just neither of them are gonna break, and they're just gonna kill a bunch of each other in the middle of the board. Man, this is a hard choice. What do you guys think? What do you think, Dave?
Man, I'm gonna go with man, I've just gotten my ass kicked so much by Chris's Night Bus list that that it's hard for me to pick against it at this point. I feel like his mortars always hit, His tank's always in the right place. That giant's a pain in the ass. But I know Joel's a good opponent, and I know he's been playing Empire for a while. I don't think I've ever played him personally, but I mean, I usually think he does well in tournaments and stuff. This is really tough, man. But I'm gonna give my my boy the edge in this one. I'm gonna give Chris the nod.
All right, I like it. You know, I've played Joel like twice now, maybe 3 times. He's beat me every time, so I gotta vote for Joel. I gotta vote for Joel. Josh, who you got? Josh, who you got?
I'm gonna give it to Joel. I don't think it's going to be a lopsided victory. I really like the level of Cav in the other lists. I especially think that, you know, you think they're all chaff until they hit you in the flank when you're already engaged in a combat trying to struggle to win. And the mortars are going to do work. So, you know, Joel's list is based on you coming to him. And I think because of the Cav in his opponent's list, he is going to come to him. So for that reason, I'm going to tip it to Joel. Not just because, you know, this list has kicked my ass 6 ways from sideways, but I think that's the soundest logic I can get. So I'm going to go Joel on this one, but I think it's going to be like, you know, 12-8, 13-7.
Mm-hmm. Nick, I see you sitting on the couch there. Who's your vote?
I'm going with Joel as well on this one. I think he's going to get Chris on this.
If they just sit there and look at each other, those mortars are going to be like, happy day!
Yeah, I know. If they just sit there for too long, the mortars are just going to start blowing units up. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Let's see here. We got match 6. Oh, look at Mr. Josh Gurn versus Nick. What? I know these two players.
Hey.
Intelligent? I mean, it's such a rare combination.
Okay, Josh, you go through your list. Tell me what you got.
All right, is anybody noticing anything, should I say the word different? Like, this is not, I'm switching it up for the glee of the fans, okay? Still got, you know, Big Poppy over there, Feldrak Ancestor, paired weapons because you have to. Sorcerer with Veil Walker on a steed because it's the right move, I understand. Veil Walker, so reach out and touch someone. But I'm also now rocking a Sorcerer on a chariot with Hero's Heart because I don't pray to Suna. And it's you know, he's got a 1-up 5-up, so he ain't bad. He doesn't mind being in combat, he'd rather be in combat. So I'm putting him in as a change. I've been rocking a second wizard for a while in with the warriors, and that's just not the right place for him. So I'm just gonna put a second target out there for all those cannons to come munch on. Yeah, don't shoot the ancestor. Definitely shoot the mage, right? So we got a Brick of Greed warriors with a zealot because you have to. You got now 10, not 8, 10 barbarian horsemen because I've learned a little bit that you face infernal dwarves and you'd rather have more horsemen in your horseman bunker. So 10 barbarian horsemen now for the mage, which can score or chaff or achieve objectives, and the mage just runs behind a hill and, you know, it's arc of sight, not line of sight. So they're versatile. 10 chosen now instead of 9, and I gave them the Wasteland Torch to try to capitalize on some of the alchemy after effect, whatever you call the not hereditary, the
Attribute.
thing that's going with casting a spell. I'm blanking out right now.
Attribute.
Attribute, thank you. You know, so then I got a big old juicy brick of warrior knights that I slapped the zealot's banner on with lances because I'm discovering that even after they expend their lance on the charge, 1-up save with a strength 4, 1-up AP is actually not that bad. Like, they'll hold their own. So zealot banner, they can fight in full fight from the second rank, so they get both attacks. I'm kind of curious to see what that can do. So since I've invested a lot of points in that, I went double flare, super fast cav with the everybody tells me the skinning lash is a waste of points. I disagree. It clears chaff. It scares people. It's fun. I have new models for it that are scorpions, and the tail is the skinning lash. So it's like, gotta do it. So I also like the fact that they have a 4-up armor save. So it's a little harder to clear them when shooting chaff. And straight up, they can hide behind the night bus. Like, they move 20. Want to be? They just hide behind the night bus and don't get shot. So, so that's where I'm at with it. I've been told I should give the sorcerer with Veil Walker, the general, but he dies because if he gets caught without that night bus, he gone.
But
and again, I throw the ancestor.
You love the ancestor. You love the ancestor.
Dude, that guy does work. He's a problem. He's a question you have to answer. I dare you not to answer the ancestor question in a game. Like, I dare you. And if he goes down, the list functions without him. Especially with the big old zealot banner, 21 attacks, strength 6 on the charge, night bus. So, anyway, I changed it up a bit. I'm gonna see what happens.
I like the list. I like the changes you made. Because that one sorcerer you had just running around on. Yeah, I think you're good. Okay.
I like the 10 chosen versus 9. I was trying to do it on the cheap with just 9 chosen. Like, it does the same job as 10 chosen until you shoot a shitload of the chosen, and then it doesn't do the same job. So I can withstand some shooting. That was my intent, and I literally threw that second mage in there. Like, please shoot the mage instead of Feldrak. Like, I'll give you $1. Like, please.
All right, well, Nick, you ready for your list?
Yeah, yeah.
Go for it.
Dude, so I got a freshly painted battle shrine. I have to take that to this tournament.
Oh, hell yeah.
That actually helps efficiency. It does better when it's freshly painted.
Well, it already suffered its fresh L on turn 1, so hopefully none of that this weekend. We've got a sorcerer on foot with ranger boots. I'm putting him with my fallen in a bunker. Light troops. First, love them. My Doom Lord, great weapon with a spike shield. He's got his Master of Destruction with a rerollable 1-up. So he's served me very well in the recent weeks. 18 warriors with Envy, Zealot Banner, my Mage Bunker, and then not 1, but 2 units of 8 Forsworn. So
Jesus.
Right. So I can pick where I want my Doom Lord to go based on situation. One's got Spike Shield, so you got all those attacks back at the unit attacking, and then my Great Weapon block, just in case I need them. The Helma with its 2 Ominous Gateways. I've had a ton of fun with those gateways. Really like to put my opponent through the blender, or try to if they can't block the portal. And then I could only afford 5 Warrior Knights, not 10.
Oh.
If you're zoning, 5 Warrior Knights is plenty.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that unit of 10 Warrior Knights you got, but it's...
Don't worry, I'm going to put them directly into the Forsworn, and then I'll be sorry. So, don't... You've got no problems with it. I like this list, man. I like the double Forsworn, because it gives you flexibility with the Doom Lord. I really like the 18 Warriors with Envy, because now they're Swift Stride, and they're just, again, that's a question you have to answer. So I love that. I'm curious if the sorcerers from Texas, because Ranger Boots. Anyway,
no,
is he a Walker? No. Anyway, we're just gonna be done with that. So what is the? I'm not super familiar. I know the Battle Shrine has its own Aegis save, and it's like its own wizard deal. But like, what else does it do? Does it have any banners on it or anything? Or like, does it give you extra action or?
So it does have a trope. Really, it lets me take, or lets you replace one of your spells with Wrath of God, the number 6 Evo, the number 6 Occultism, or Hereditary. So I usually, that's why I take them with Evocation, is so I can either take the 6 Occultism spell or take the Comet.
Freaking Warriors. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right.
Facts, man.
I need just the facts, ma'am. If I need to hear from the peanut gallery, like who wins this?
Wait, does the Battle Shrine give you access to the Comet?
It does.
It does. Yeah, it does. And peanut gallery, who'd you vote for?
Man, I have seen Nick roll incredibly well, but Josh has had more puns tonight, so I'm gonna give it to him.
If that was the criteria, he'd be a several-time GT winner.
Ooh.
Don't
Okay,
hate me.
I think you guys are gonna throw down the middle of the board. It's gonna come down to the dice, but I think, Josh, I'm sorry. It's gonna be Nyk.
Nice.
You know, I'm looking at Nick's list, and I'm not convinced that you're wrong. Like, he has, you know,
No, the
3
kicker-
or 4 serious problems that I have to solve, and there's gateways.
Yes,
coming out of
the kicker for Nyk is the gateways. He's gonna get around
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Nick,
These
which
are
one of
fun.
those?
Not-
When we
you're not-
played, Nick, when we played at the Wicked, remember that unit that couldn't kill? Like, yeah, 2 of them. Are they in here? Are those Forsworn? Is that those guys?
No. Ooh.
Is that a different list? All right.
These are the
all right, I was gonna
monsters.
say,
These are the
guys.
these are the large infantry guys with lots of armor.
Okay.
They only have
Yeah.
2 attacks, but they got a 2-up armor save.
3 wounds each.
Yeah.
You're hosed, Josh. That's what it comes down to. You're done
Yeah.
for, man. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, look at it this way. I'm both pimped and hosed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Okay, with that, I need to move on. Oh.
Was it one of those units is a 3-up armor save with a great weapon
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
in close combat? Okay, yeah.
All right, we got the one Rob himself from Kansas against Brian Hughes, who I played in the Wicked. I don't know. I played Brian Hughes once. Great opponent. But let's go to Rob's list first here. KOE again. Damsel on a Unicorn, Master on Druidism, a Folk Hero General on a Faith Steed, Fortress of Faith, Heavy Armor, Percival's Panoply, Bastard Sword, Hero's Heart, Sainted Castellan Forbearance. I don't know what any of that means. Folk Hero number 2. Folk Hero number 2 on a Destrier, Shield Heavy Armor Quinn, and Folk Hero number 3 on a Destrier, BSB Heavy Armor Alchemist Alloy Bannerman. We got 11 Feudal Knights, 2x20 longbows, or 2x20, one with crossbows, one with longbows, and then another one with crossbows with 10 Knights of the Quest, 30 Men-at-Arms with the Forlorn Knight. These are the knights on foot. 6 Knights Resplendent, a Sacred Reliquary, and 2 Friar's Lanterns. I feel
It seems like it's more than 4,500 points without even knowing anything about the list. That just seems like it's more
He's
than
cheating.
4,500, man.
Rob's a cheater. I'm gonna have to check this list, but
You underestimate those Friar Lanterns at your own peril.
these are the
What are
ones
those?
that-
What do they do, Josh?
They have 5, count them, 5 wounds, okay, and a Aegis save. Now, granted, they're toughness 1, fine, whatever, but they always have to retreat, even though they can charge. They always have to retreat, flee if you charge them. What they do is they get behind your lines and they reduce your movement by 2 each, and they stack with other things. So if you have, anyway, they're murder. They get behind your lines and cause no end of mayhem. And if you try to kill them, they got 5 wounds with an Aegis save. So you have to run them down basically to kill them, unless you just invest a ton of shooting.
What is it? What is it? A model? Several models? What is
Single
it?
30 model, yeah.
Yeah, it's a single model. It's a single model that basically can never be in combat, but it debuffs the enemy that it's around. And
It reduces the
Yeah.
sweeping attack.
It has a sweeping attack also. Yeah.
Each time, and it can combine with other things. So you could have your knights moving, 4. Super cool.
Okay.
This is
And you
just
charge it right now. Like, now you're -2 actually. You're not doing anything.
This is just a heavy shooting list, right? This is just a heavy shooting list, and these lanterns are just out there to just harass you and slow you down. Right? Am I wrong?
I think you're correct. I mean, it still has knights, right?
It has one,
But
two
it has
units of
a
knights.
unit of knights.
It's
And
got
don't
two-
underestimate the full heroes, man. They come in handy.
Fucking folk heroes.
It's tough because I hear what you're saying. Like, there's a lot of bows in there, but when you look at the point breakdown, like out of 4,500 points, it's almost, there's like what 750 invested in bows, so that leaves like 3750 for knights and characters.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He's not holding that hardly any points in that light shooting. You're right.
But I'm just pointing out, I think that's a real strength of the Kingdom of Aquitaine is their archers are so cheap, but still so effective that you can, in essence, bring, he's got 50 shots each turn.
That's what I was just about to say. In the 750 points, that's 60 shots or something right there. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, so it's really cool how you can it's almost a no-brainer, like bring a bunch of bows because they're so cheap and you still have all the points that you can invest in the night buses and things. So I like that they kind of preserved that identity when they reworked the book.
Okay, you're right. This is a counterpunch list. This has got a lot of hit to it. I get you. I see you. Let's go on to...
I'm empty on puns for Friar. I'm a failure.
Brian Hughes. He is running the Dwarven Hold again.
Librarian.
Who runs dwarves? Seriously, who runs dwarves? He's got a King General with a bunch of stuff, and he spits you really hard. He's got a Runesmith, Rune of Devouring, Rune of Harnessing, Rune of Mastery, and 3 battle runes. So he's gonna.
Man, you're not bitter, are you, Kenyon? You don't sound like it at all.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Who plays dwarves? No one. The answer is no one.
Oh, we'll see another.
Thane, BSB, 2 runes of lightning, Dragon's Breath, Holdstone, Anvil of Power, Engineer with a handgun, and Rune of Mining. What does Rune of Mining do again? Is that the ambush one? Or the scouting one? Rune of Mining, I don't remember. 30 Greybeard.
On the board.
Pick an enemy like an impassable, move through it, I think, with mining.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
30 Greybeards with Relentless Company. 21 Marksmen with handguns. 16 Rangers with shields and crossbows. 16 Rangers with shields and crossbows. Also from Texas. 10 Miners. 2 Steamcopters. An Organ Gun rune crafted and a Cannon rune crafted. So that's cannon number what? 2 or 3? Maybe 4?
4.
Yeah, including the tanks. That's 4 cannons in the list so far.
And it's an Oregon gun, so it's freshwater, organic, no pesticides,
Fuck me. Oh my god.
That was a reach, but I'll allow it.
I'm groaning over here.
All right, so this is your typical dwarf. It's not that shooty. It's got two war machines and a unit of marksmen. This is a rangers which scout and miners which ambush. That's what's happening here.
I'm not sure of all the runes. Is the king the character killer? Nobody's gonna bring their characters into him.
Yeah, he's got destruction and smashing. So this is the strength 10 D3 wounds guy.
Okay, so yeah,
There's only 2 rules in all of Warhammer: always be charging. Don't fight the Dwarf King.
That's accurate. So this is the points now, right? Nobody's gonna bring their character into that guy. I mean, and the king is gonna be in with the unit of Greybeards also, which gives him a bodyguard also, right?
Melanthus is saying in the chat that I played this list at Red River Rumble. I don't think I did. I don't remember the Rangers and the Miners. I don't think that's correct, but yeah, it's just conflict.
Don't underestimate the power of the moth to the flame either. I mean, everybody kind of wants to fight the Dwarf King.
No, Josh,
that's true.
No,
but
Josh,
I mean,
Josh, that's just you. It's just you.
The electric blow up thingy is undefeated against the moth. Okay, it hasn't lost against the moth.
They just haven't got the right moth.
Let's see here.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. The Greybeards give him bodyguard or no? Or is that the other guys?
I guess
No. The Greybeards are stubborn. Yeah, they're bodyguard, aren't they?
Are they?
Sure they're I'm pretty sure they're bodyguard. Let's see here.
I thought they were, and also guys in armor too. I can't remember their names. I thought both of them gave him bodyguard, but I could be wrong.
I don't think that. I'll look it up. I didn't think.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, I was questioning that too.
It's an interesting combination with the Runic Smith and the Anvil of Power. Because I see a lot of runesmiths.
Greybeards are not stubborn. I lied. They're not.
They have that seen it all special rule where they kind of serve like a portable little mini BSB, but only for panic tests.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it all. Unimpressed with the club that, you know.
It's the King's Guard is the dwarf unit that gives bodyguard to the.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I thought they both did, but all right.
But still, you're gonna go into that unit. It's not like you're gonna win that combat. Like, give me a break.
Well, suddenly, if you flank it, it's vulnerable.
No, he's got the damn. He's got the holdstone with the.
Oh fuck! For one turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one turn, though, right?
No. That's the whole combat. It's the whole combat.
Okay.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh man.
God,
This is a tough one. That's kind of a toss-up.
Brian.
And isn't Anvil of Power like undispellable? Or something?
It's what? No.
The Anvil of Power, doesn't it do things that are not able to be dispelled?
No. It's basically with Anvil Power you can double cast the runes, and it also depowers your magic casters. It takes channel away from them.
I believe you.
All right. Who's gonna win this?
Here it's the dwarf.
I mean, those 50 archers are really good, but I think actually 30 of those shots are crossbows at strength 4, AP 1, right? So that's like decent. I was just thinking if they were all longbows against a T4 army, that's just your odds go down.
And really, his cannon doesn't have a target except for the lanterns.
The speed doctors might do some work.
All right, I'm voting for Rob. Rob, just because I hate Brian that much and those damn dwarves. Who we got?
I'm going.
David, what do you got?
I got dwarves.
Say again?
I'm going dwarves. Those the stunties, those tough sons of bitches. I'm going with them, man. I don't have very good luck going against them, so I'm going with them, man. And I don't know what the hell I'm looking at with this KOE list. I still haven't read the new book, so I really have no clue. All the shooting looks fun, but I'm with the. I agree with what's been said here. I like the dwarf shooting more. And then the fact that holdstone makes him stubborn throughout the whole combat, you're not, good luck removing that block. I just don't see it, so I'll go with them.
Fergus in the chat brought up a great point. How drunk will Rob be by game 1? That's the real determiner.
You cut off on us. What is?
Yeah, for me, you cut out for a second. Can you say that one more time?
Oh, Fergus in the chat said the real question about this game is how drunk will Rob be by game 1?
Oh,
Nice.
It's game 1, so we'll have a couple shots in us, but I mean, not like 6:30 at the end of the day. So
Depends on how much time they hang out with Josh. The
Josh,
variable that is never accounted for.
Josh, who's gonna win this?
Josh, FYI, you don't have to sneak anything in. It's an open bar, okay? Don't like go into the bathroom and say, "Hey, take a shot of this." We're all legal, okay? We can drink it. Okay?
If Josh asks you to come to the bathroom and have a shot with him, say no, everyone. Public service announcement.
it's probably
I'm gonna hold my tongue. I like the double friar lantern, but what exactly are they chaffing in a dwarf list? Like, what, they're gonna eliminate all those dwarf night charges? Like,
They're gonna chaff. They're gonna. The KOE is gonna kill everything except for the king bus. And the friars are just gonna stand in front of the king bus and say no.
Let me rephrase that. I was gonna go for the KOE just because of double friar's lantern, because that's absolutely amazing in any matchup except maybe this one. But because you have the dwarf king, he's designed to kill other super characters, right? I don't think that the KOE list really has that many super characters. It's all folk heroes.
Yeah.
So kind of an inverted philosophy. Like I'm tempted to go KOE just because it's so backwards. I think the steam copters are going to be the hero of the game. I think they're like AP3 or something.
Oh,
they're
the
surprisingly
shrapnel
effective.
grenades, yeah. Or the steam cannon,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
So then you got the steam copters kind of swaying me back. Like I'm very torn. It's going to be a close game. I'll give it that. I think the lack of mobility of the dwarves combined with the Friar's lanterns is going to leave them dead in the freaking water. So if Rob doesn't want to fight him, he doesn't have to. For that reason alone, I'm going to go KOE.
Okay, that was some Shark Tank shit right there. But I definitely agree. For that reason alone, that's how you ended it right there. I agree with you on that, Josh. Yes, I think that it will be the reason. If Rob doesn't want to engage, then he won't. However, I do agree with you that it's going to be a 12-8, 11-9, maybe 13-7. Either way, flip a coin. But 12-8, 11-9, I can't disappoint my dad, so I got to go with my brother on this one. 12-8.
Nick, who you got?
I'm definitely going with the dwarves on this one. I think the steam poppers are gonna prove to be kind of a pain for Rob. I'm sorry, man.
Well, just as a heads up, those copters do have the shrapnel grenades have strength 3, AP 0.
AP0. Where you getting AP3 from? What the?
It has a shooting weapon too.
It's the steam cannon.
Oh, the forge repeater, yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
shot or whatever. It's gun, yeah. That's different.
So it gets
All right,
both.
that's strength 5, AP 2.
So still not AP3. So Josh is just
No,
talking
but-
out his ass over here. Okay.
Like four
all right.
four shots,
Damn
strength
it,
5,
Josh.
AP 2.
All right. We're
Never
moving on. We're
before.
moving on. Oh. Fergus the Gimp versus Mr. Kenyon Duncan.
Fergus the Gimp and Kenyon Duncan.
I'm just going to say right now, I'm super stoked for this game. I have never played Fergus before. And I'm just really excited to just give him a good old spanking because that's what he deserves. Okay, Fergus, what is he running? Fergus is running a mage on a young dragon, master
Oh,
of
yes, we
pyromancy. Master on a dragon.
It's a dirty talk down. Kenyon, damn, man.
What? What? What?
Yeah, you said he deserves a spanking. Keep it down, man. Damn.
He's got the Mage and the Young Dragon, Master of Pyromancy with Order of the Fiery Heart. He's got a High Prince General. High Prince General, Destiny's Call with the Master of the Krennic Tower. This is the Prince, so it's the big Master of the Krennic Tower with Totemic Might. He's got a Commander BSB with Essence of Mithril, Paired Weapons Hero Heart, and High Warden of the Flame. 45 Spears with the War Banner of Rima. And then a small unit of archers of 20, 5 reavers, 25 flame wardens, a frost phoenix, an eagle, 5 grey watchers, and 2 sea guard reapers.
I think that Hybrid's cheated when he became the general. I mean, he said, I can rig the election, so I will rig the election. I don't think it's a fair fight.
Kenyon, I have an actual question. What do the Sea Guard Reapers do? What do those guys do?
That's
Those are
the bolt thrower.
Oh, those are the bolt throwers. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So 2 of those. You got 1 giant eagle. There's an S on there. Is that plural or is that
That's
one giant eagle?
One singular giant eagles.
Okay.
He's going to be a problem more than once in the game, therefore he's pluralized.
So we have 1, 2, 3 characters, right? Is that what I'm looking at? 3 characters that are pushing 1,800 points, right? 1,900 points.
Yeah. I think the one thing to really worry about in this list is the Flame Wardens. They're hard to get through.
Yeah, somebody talking. I don't know. Did it get blank for a second? Sorry.
Yeah, it's like the one thing you got to worry about, and then like silence.
Yeah,
Jeez,
it's
what?
cutting off. Kenyon, I don't know what it is, man.
What's wrong with my mic? Can you get to hear me now? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. Yeah.
I think the one thing I really got to worry about is the Flame Wardens. That's a tough unit to get through with an Aegis 4 up save.
Flame Warden, I believe, I gotta believe they have something that's on fire, so it negates something.
They got halberds and they got a 4 up Aegis. That's what they got.
Okay, but they don't negate any kind of
No.
what am I saying? Not the Aegis, but the Fortitude. They don't negate any of that.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what I brought.
Let's see what you, man. That's a long ass list. Look at that, man. God dang, man.
My eyes
You gotta expand the screen, Kenyon. Come on, I can't even see the end of it, man.
A lot of information.
What?
His expectations.
It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. It's just a big bad Minnow Warlord.
That long, it's not that hard. You heard it here first.
Minnow Warlord.
Beast Herd's a man after my own heart. All right, Kenyon, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Minnow Warlord, my favorite. I call him 2 crowns because he's got the crown of Ataki, crown of horns.
2 crowns, Shakur.
I've got the Soothsayer Honor Rating Chariot. This is the Mario Kart, the shamanism guy with the with the Trickster's Cunning. So you got to wound him on a 5+ twice. Soothsayer on foot, adept on evocation with the Book of Arcane Mastery, a BSB on foot with basically a 2-up armor save and a binding scroll. I've got 39 wild horns with paired weapons and the Banner of the Wild Herd ×2, 7 Minotaurs with paired weapons, Banner of Speed, and the Black Wing Totem, 2x5 Centaurs with lances and throwing weapons.
I like it.
A small unit of ambushing longhorns, and then 2 giants with
Hey,
uprooted trees.
people aren't ready for those. People aren't ready for them ambushing longhorns. They're not ready, man. I like that. I like that unit, Kenyon. They're not. People are not ready for that, man.
Damn right.
You're not going
damn
to shoot
right.
him up. You have some armor.
Yep,
Ooh.
that's a good take. All right, okay. By the way, you're still kind of cutting in and out, Josh. I don't know, Dave. You're kind of cutting in and out here and there, but that's just me. Yeah.
Yeah, same issue.
God damn it.
He's dropping the important part. He's, he wants to make it exciting.
Let's see if this will work. I'm gonna hold my mic really still. All right, so you guys tell me who's gonna win this fight.
I like the weapons on the Centaurs. I think that's a nice touch. If they do happen to get behind lines and haven't found a valid charge yet, they can, I think they're strength 4. So it's
Strength 6 with the lances, yeah.
It doesn't do a lot, but it does something. It doesn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think the High Elves brought enough shooting to deal with all your bodies, to be honest. So I'm thinking that that you're going to punish them for that. I like your list on this one.
Oh, you hear that, Fergus? You hear that, Fergus? You hear that?
Kenyon, hey man, you're making me regret not taking my B surge, man. I love the list, dude. I love it. And then the Soothsayer on the chariot with the multiple 5+s, that is great. Great. Yeah. There's not enough gore talks in there for me. That's just me though. But I mean, we agree to disagree, right? I do like the 10 Longhorn herd. I say it many times. People just aren't ready for strength 6 ambush units. They're just not ready for that, man. The Centaurs, man, like Josh said, they got some throwing weapons, and hey, here's the strength. What lances? Yeah, strength 6. Hey, that's something. It's good.
They're strength 7 on the charge.
That's if they're drunk.
Yes,
That's if they're drunk.
Get them in the knights of any kind, and the knights are all gone bye-bye. But the cool part about it is the Minotaurs with a Banner of Speed and the Blackwing Totem. Like, you can put them at base movement.
22. Yeah.
Base
They go 22 inches. Yeah.
That's a long bomb charge.
Yep. I do think there's not enough Minotaurs in here, but again, we agree to disagree. I like the list, man. You're making me miss not taking my beast herds, man. I like it. Kenyon, you're my boy. I'm going with you round 1.
I definitely don't know a lot about beast herds, but this list hurts my eyes. It's bound to do some damage on the table. I'm going with Kenyon.
Nice.
All right, Dave, who you got?
Straight talk, not door talk.
Dave, who you got?
Sorry, man. Yeah, no, I thought I already said it. I got you, man. I don't think the high elf player brought nearly enough shooting. He's relying on, flaming swords. You're going to save all your dice and dispel it. Then he'll get off the heredity. It'll be a pain in your ass, but it won't be enough. I think you'll just grind him down. I think you'll reach him early and grind him down. I don't see this one being close, to be honest.
Wow. Hey, wow. Okay.
Faith in my boy Kenyon. Well, he smacked me. So he knows how to play high.
I think we'll just leave it at that. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear is Kenyon's gonna win. Okay. Moving on. Actually, no, we haven't heard from the peanut gallery in a little bit. Who's gonna win this?
Yeah, bring him in.
You got this shit.
I think the peanut gallery might just be me at this point. I mean, within the Nash villains, I'd say Beast Herds is like our least experienced army. So I share like Nick's opinion that I see a lot of words in front of me, and it just reminds me that I need to go like read the Beastmen army book. Looking at what the high elves have, I see the big block of spears. I can see that being countered with one of the big blocks of beastmen, like the paired weapons against spear and shield. It'd be interesting. Again, I'm not too familiar with the beastman base stat line, so Kenny, how would you look at the spears? Do you see that is that something you're avoiding, high elf spears, or are you just like, nah, my units can take that?
No, I have to get I basically have to get the charge because he has a Warband or Rima. But if I go in, he's gonna swing first and he's gonna kill a bunch of wild horns, like a bundle. But then I'm gonna go back and just wipe it.
So I'll say again, Kenyon, you cut out again. I don't know if that's the else you cut out again, but those Minotaurs, whoever they charge, there's not a whole lot in the Ninth Age world that stands up against the
except the Flame Wardens.
Yeah, I gotta worry about the Flame Wardens. I do.
Unless he gets Blackwing and his agility, 6 on the charge, 7 on the charge.
For the characters, 6 and 7. The other guys are gonna be agility 5. Yeah.
The units will be agility 7 on the charge because they're 3 + 3 + 1 for the charge 7.
And then the paired weapons and all that stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, paired weapons.
We're just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna win. It's a guaranteed win, Fergus. You might as well just give up right now. I will gladly accept your conceit and you're just gonna. So moving on.
Here. 10-10. Let's go drink.
Okay, just a little quick thing. We're going to be in the last matchup on this one. Just a quick thing for everyone who's listening. Do me a solid. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that follow button on Twitch. I really appreciate it. We've got a Discord channel. Join that too. Hit me up on Twitter. Please and thank you. But let's move on. We've got CJ, good old CJ. I played CJ a bunch of times. And Teague Lizzie, who's that?
That's a new, our newest Nash villain member. We'll be thrilled to see what army he chooses.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna help lay the kids down. I'll be right back. Right? Yeah.
All right. Bye. CJ normally plays the Asklanders, but we'll see what he's got now. He's bringing.
Better ask somebody.
Ogre Cons. He's got the Shaman Master on Shamanism. With the Yeti Furs, Iron Fists, Magical Airland Gut Roar, a Great Khan General, Messence of Mithril, Great Weapon with Kai Kadai's Legacy, an Ogre Crossbow, Troll Eater. He's got a Khan BSB with Death Cheater, Khan, and a Horde Master. 8 Tribesmen with Pennant the Great Grass Sky, 3 times 3 Bruiser Sticks, 8 Merc Vets with Poison Attacks and Plate Armor, 4 Tuskers, 2 Saber-Tooth Tigers, and a Frost Mammoth, the obligatory Frost Mammoth.
With an Ogre Crossbow.
With two Ogre Crossbows.
I was gonna say, and an Ogre Crossbow.
Oh.
In the dictionary, under redundant, it says C redundant.
That's a good list.
It's a good list. It is. It's 3 blocks. It's the Tuskers, it's the Merc Vets, it's the 8 Tribesmen. And then the 3 Bruiser Sticks are running around just being annoying. Same with the Saber-Tooth Tigers.
There's scoring, and I dare say there's even shooting. Like, the Mercs can shoot.
Yeah.
Poison shots times 8, like times 2, like.
And that banner on the Tusker Cav, if I'm not mistaken, they re-roll 1s, and that works on impact hits and stomps and all stuff, all that special attacks. I mean, that's powerful stuff.
Yeah, on the charge, it really hurts, yeah.
The Ogre Con has a crossbow, too. I'm just saying, there's 3 crossbows out there, and 8 times 2 poison shots. Like, that's not insignificant shooting. Yeah. And they bite, so...
This is a good list.
Okay.
It's a solid list. Okay. It's a solid list, but I think it's focused a little more on combat, but it's still a solid list.
I don't know. I mean, because you have to answer the Bruiser scoring stick question, or else he wins with popsicles. Like, not gonna happen. You know what I mean? That's 9 wounds worth of come get it. And they have a champion, so they can challenge out a single character that's out to hunt them. That holds them up for what? 2 solid turns, no matter what.
Oh, CJ just pointed out something very interesting. The Merc Vets do not have pistols; they have iron fists.
Then why do they have poison?
They have poison attacks in combat, I guess.
Fascinating. I've never seen that build.
Yeah, CJ, I think you missed out there. I think they should have pistols, but we'll see how that goes.
Really not enough shooting in this list. Direct error.
All right, let's move on to Teague Lizzie. Dwarven holds. Okay, a Runic Smith General with 2 Rune of Iron, Rune of Devouring, Rune of Harnessing, Rune of Readiness, 3 battle runes. Thane BSB, Rune of Iron, Rune of Retribution, 2 runes of Lightning, and Rune of Returning, Rune of Shielding, 2 runes of Shielding, and a Holdstone, sorry. He's got a Thane with a pistol, Rune of Iron, Great Weapon, Rune of Kinship. I know Rune of Kinship is the one that makes him scout or ambush. I'm pretty sure. Rune of Kinship. Hold on, I want to check that now. Actually, I'll come back to it. We've got 2 engineers, both with Forge Reapers. We've got 25 Greybeards with thrown weapons and shields. Runic Standard of Wisdom, I don't know what that does. 35 Clan Warriors, also with Rune Standard of Wisdom, thrown weapons, spear and shield.
Bound spell on themselves, I think.
Oh, okay. 17 Deep Watch, Rune of Shielding. Runic Standard of Shielding. 12 Miners with paired weapons and pistols. 6 Rangers with Crag Warden and crossbows. 2 Steam Copters. Is that a unit of 2 Steam Copters? I never see that. And then a single Steam Copter by itself. And then 2 rune-crafted catapults. That is spicy, my friend. That is spicy.
That is.
Yeah, that Rune of Kinship gives the bearer ambush and scout.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. But then what is the Runic Standard of Wisdom? Is it gives them another bounce spell?
Yeah, interesting. And he's got the 1 Steam Copter with the shrapnel bomb, and then the other 2 are just equipped with just the grenades, and then all 3 can shoot.
Interesting.
I mean, it's a curious choice. I wonder if it was just like a matter of he had like just enough points to squeeze in a second Steam Copter or something.
It is a net list for what it's worth.
It's a tough list. It's a tough list. I just don't know if it's the right list to face off against ogres.
Yeah, ogres is a tough matchup for dwarves.
Yeah.
One of the rare tough matchups for dwarves.
Because he doesn't have the super killy king. He's relying heavily on those catapults, and catapults aren't going to do a whole lot against big base ogres. Ugh, this one's tough. This one's tough.
Those rune-crafted catapults are going to do work, though, if they hit strength 4, AP 2. I mean that's gonna hurt those tribesmen blocks, though. The big Death Star, at least, for sure.
Yeah, you hit all 8 of them. It only does 4 wounds, wounding on 4s. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna do that much.
Well, look at it this way: do you want to chew through the merc vets, or do you want to chew through the tribesmen to get to the characters? Right? Like, which is a better choice? You know, I kind of feel like leaving the merc vets, because they just thrash in combat. And, you know, the tribesmen, you want to get through them in order to get to the characters, but I don't know that the artillery is enough to get through them. Might be better to just chaff the tribesmen and just try to strike out the mercs.
I think this is going to be a close game no matter what, but I'm going CJ. I think I'm going ogres. I think he's going to get there, and he's going to just chew right through him.
Yeah, I think in general I agree that dwarves are really good at holding charges, but ogres are even better when they get the charge off and all those impact hits.
Yeah.
And it's breakthrough, let's not forget, and that obviously favors ogres in this one too.
That's a good point.
Well, the popsicles will come in handy.
Think about those popsicles, they stick.
All right, I believe that is all of the matchups for Nashcon. Before we get going, I want from everyone here, what list is going to win the whole thing? And I'll go first. I really liked Joel Flint's list. The 3 units of 15, 3 units of 15 flagellants standing in front of a bunch of shooting. I think that's gonna do the work.
I think if I don't take my opponent down in round 1, he may well go on to win the tournament. Instead, I'm going to go second choice on Joel. Because I will do my best to take him down, therefore killing his chances, lest he submarines effectively.
All right, so wait, is that your vote also, Josh, for Joel? Okay, 2 votes for Joel. Nick, who you got to win the whole thing?
I'm gonna go give it to Joel as well.
Whoa!
Yeah, so Joel has a solid list. It's scary.
All 3 of us for Joel. Joel, don't let us down. We're all voting for you. Jeff, who you got?
I think Iggy Koopa's got this one.
Ooh, really?
Dark Horse. He's going to start at A1. He's going to end on A1.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, I didn't see that one coming. Okay. With the dragon and everything. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's total sleeper.
You gotta love the dragon, though.
Yeah.
You do.
You can't go wrong with an Empire Dragon.
Okay. Ro, can you hear me? Ro, are you there? I guess not. Okay, and finally, back to the TO himself. Dave, who's gonna win this thing?
Man, I'm going with a deep sleeper here that no one would pick. I'm going my boy OZ with his crazy-ass wonky Sylvan Health list. Just like the apps. You're either going to love to see this list or just hate to see this list. I swear to God, like, if you just don't have the tools or the arrows in your quiver, literally, to deal with this list, you're just like a sitting duck. He whittles you down. He combo charges you. He rolls a million dice, battle focus. I just feel like he always seems to do well in tournaments, gets lucky matchups and whatnot. So I'm going against the grain here. I'm going with my boy OZ. I think he just lucks out with some matchups, favorable matchups, and he's a good player.
All right, sweet. That is the show. Okay, one last thing. Josh and I are arriving at 7:30 p.m. Friday night. Jeremy, Fergus, Brian, everyone in the chat, let's get the communication going. We got to meet up for some drinks Friday night. Tell me, all of you guys message me when you're landing, and we'll coordinate some Ubers.
Sounds good. I'll be building the room all day on Friday, so I'd imagine I'll still be there when you guys get there, and then we can, have a little powwow and then go find a bar. Probably the local pub has a bunch of pool tables and whatnot, so I think that'd be a good call.
Okay, cool. I like it. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. Again, please hit that like and subscribe. Hit that follow on Twitch. All that stuff. I'm trying to build my brand. But anyway, thank you all for joining us. Thanks, Jeff, for joining us also. Dave, thank you for running this. And we're going to have a good time. I'm excited to go to National. I'm excited for more 9th Age tournaments to show up in the South, get the word out. But yeah, have a good evening, everyone, and we'll see you later. We'll let you know how you'll see the battle reports that I do on this channel. Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys. Looking forward to it.
Yep.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Ciao.